Nature has a habit of surprising us in ways no rulebook could predict. Every so often, it gives rise to people who seem to exist outside the usual boundaries of biology, so rare that even science struggles to make sense of them. For most of us, the human body has limits, but theirs bend or break those rules entirely. They move, heal, and adapt in ways that defy logic. These stories aren't made up. They're living examples of how unpredictable and creative evolution can be. So today, we're meeting 15 incredible people who remind us just how limitless being human can be. Number 15. Mandy Sers. Born on February 20th, 1975 in Lancashire, England, Mandy Sers has lived with one of the world's rarest genetic mutations, a PIK3CA gene alteration that causes uncontrolled tissue growth. From infancy, her legs and feet developed at a staggering rate, leaving doctors puzzled for years. Early on, specialists suspected Proteus syndrome, the same condition once associated with Joseph Merrick, but later studies confirmed a PIK3CA mutation unique to her. Despite predictions that she wouldn't survive long or walk at all, Mandy began walking by 18 months and refused to let her condition define her life. She earned a psychology degree from the University of Central Lancashire, drove a modified car, and lived independently. After multiple health crises, including deep vein thrombosis and MRSA, she underwent a leg amputation in 2010, only to see regrowth again 2 years later. With treatment using rapamycin and her ongoing advocacy work, Mandy continues to raise awareness and support others facing similar rare conditions. Number 14. Lizzie Velasquez. Lizzie Velasquez has spent her life proving that strength isn't defined by appearance. Born on March 13, 1989 in Austin, Texas, she arrived 4 weeks early, weighing less than 3 pounds, and was later diagnosed with one of the rarest conditions in the world, marfanoid progeroid lipodystrophy syndrome. The disorder prevents her body from storing fat or gaining weight, leaving her weighing no more than 64 pounds despite consuming up to 8,000 calories a day. Nearly blind in one eye and with limited vision in the other, Lizzie faced years of bullying and cruel online abuse, including a viral video that labeled her the world's ugliest woman. Instead of hiding, she transformed that pain into purpose. She earned a communication degree, became a renowned motivational speaker, and authored multiple books on confidence and kindness. Her documentary, A Brave Heart: The Lizzie Velasquez Story, captures her journey, a reminder that true power lies in resilience, compassion, and self-worth. Number 13. Taylor Mule. Taylor Alexis Mule was born on November 5, 1983 in California and grew up unaware that she carried one of the rarest genetic conditions known to science, human chimerism. Conceived as a fraternal twin, she absorbed her twin cells early in the womb, resulting in 2 distinct sets of DNA within her body. The difference is visible through the striking split in skin tone that runs down the center of her torso, once mistaken for a large birthmark. It wasn't until 2009 that doctors correctly identified the cause. Growing up, Taylor struggled with autoimmune issues that baffled physicians for years. A talented dancer and musician, she pursued a career in entertainment, later branching into modeling and singing. Initially fearful her condition might hurt her career, she kept it private until 2016, when she publicly embraced her identity. Since then, Taylor has become a passionate advocate for chimerism awareness, body positivity, and self-acceptance, inspiring millions through her openness and resilience. Number 12. Joseph Merrick. Joseph Carey. Merrick's story is one of hardship, courage, and humanity in the face of unrelenting cruelty. Born on August 5, 1862 in Leicester, England, he appeared healthy at first, but by age 5 his body began to change. His skin thickened, bones enlarged, and his features distorted beyond recognition. After his mother's death when he was 11, Merrick endured rejection from his family, ridicule from the public, and years in the Leicester workhouse. With no way to earn a living, he eventually entered the sideshow world in 1884, exhibited as the Elephant Man under showman Tom Norman. There, he met surgeon Frederick Trevis, who took him to the London hospital, where Merrick finally found safety, friendship, and dignity. Despite his deformities, he created intricate model buildings and became known among London's upper class, even befriending Princess Alexandra. Merrick died in 1890, likely from a dislocated neck, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire compassion and understanding. Number 11. Lucy Beal Lot. Most people go through life never thinking about how fragile their skin is, but for Lucy Beal Lot, it's something she's reminded of every day. Even a gentle touch can tear her skin or leave painful blisters, a reality caused by a rare condition called epidermolysis bullosa, often called butterfly skin. Doctors once told her she wouldn't live past childhood, but Lucy has spent her life proving them wrong. She was born in 1998 in Austin, Texas, and grew up in Fredericksburg with her mother, Elizabeth, who encouraged her to live as normally as possible, playing outside, going to school, and chasing her dreams. That determination carried her to the UK, where she earned degrees from St. Andrews, London, and Cambridge, and began pursuing her doctorate. Alongside her studies, Lucy became a model and an advocate for others with EB, working with DEBRA UK and appearing in major magazines, showing that courage can shine through even the most delicate skin. Number 10. Jesus Aceves. In a small town in Mexico, a man named Jesus Aceves lives with a condition so rare that only a handful of families in the world share it. Known to many as the Wolf Man, Jesus was born with congenital hypertrichosis, a genetic disorder that causes thick hair to grow across nearly every part of his body, including his face. For generations, members of his family have carried this trait, which once led to them being displayed in circuses and sideshows as human curiosities. Unlike those before him, Jesus has fought to redefine what it means to look different, turning curiosity into understanding. Life hasn't been easy. He's faced stares, mockery, and discrimination, but his story has become one of acceptance and pride. Through media appearances and advocacy, he has helped spread awareness about his condition, reminding others that uniqueness should never be a source of shame, but a mark of extraordinary individuality. Number 9. Alice Elizabeth Doherty. Among the rarest performers of the early 20th century was Alice Elizabeth Doherty, remembered as the Minnesota Woolly Girl. Born in 1887 in Minneapolis, she came into the world with hypertrichosis lanuginosa, a condition that caused fine, soft hair to cover her entire body. By age 5, her golden locks had already reached 5 inches in length, eventually growing to nearly 9 as she entered her teens. Her parents began exhibiting her at the age of 2, first locally and later across the Midwest, alongside Professor Weller's one-man band. Though audiences were fascinated by her unusual appearance, Alice herself never enjoyed life in the spotlight. She performed mainly to help her family survive during difficult times, dreaming of a quieter, more private life. After years on display in storefront shows, she finally retired from performing in 1915. Alice spent her later years in Texas, where she passed away from bronchial pneumonia in 1933 at the age of 46. Number 8. Stefan Bibrowski. Long before modern entertainment found fascination in the unusual, a man named Stefan Bibrowski captured the world's attention as Lionel the Lion-Faced Man. Born in 1890 in Wilczegówa, Poland, he was covered head to toe in hair measuring up to 8 inches on his face and nearly 4 across his body, the result of a rare condition called hypertrichosis. His mother, terrified by his appearance, gave him to a German showman named Sedlmayr when he was just 4, who renamed him Lionel and began exhibiting him across Europe. Despite his wild, animal-like appearance, Lionel amazed audiences not only with his look, but with his grace and intelligence. He performed gymnastic routines, conversed fluently with visitors, and revealed a gentle personality that contradicted his nickname. In 1901, he joined Barnum and Bailey Circus in the U.S., later settling in New York as a beloved Coney Island performer. After retiring in the late 1920s, he returned to Germany, where he passed away from a heart attack in 1932 at age 41. Number 7. Antonietta Gonzales. Back in the 16th century, a young girl named Antonietta Gonzales caught the attention of European royalty for reasons few could understand at the time. Her family carried a rare genetic condition called hypertrichosis, which caused thick hair to grow across their faces and bodies. Life for Antonietta wasn't one of isolation, though. She grew up surrounded by elegance at the court of King Henry II of France and Queen Catherine de' Medici. Born around 1572 in France to Petrus Gonçalves from Tenerife and his wife Catherine Raffaelin, she inherited her father's unusual traits. Petrus himself had once been treated as a curiosity before gaining respect for his intelligence and refined manners. The Gonçalves family later moved to Italy, where their striking appearance fascinated artists and scholars. Antonietta's image was captured in portraits by painters like Lavinia Fontana, and her story became one of the earliest recorded examples of how science and art once blended wonder with misunderstanding. Number 6. Hayley Okines. Hayley Leanne. Okines inspired millions around the world through her courage, optimism, and advocacy. Diagnosed at just 2 years old with Hutchinson-Gilford progeria syndrome, a rare genetic condition that causes rapid aging, doctors expected her to live only to age 13. Defying those odds, she reached 17, thanks in part to pioneering drug trials and regular treatments in Boston. Born in 1997 in England, Hayley became a powerful voice for awareness, sharing her journey through documentaries and interviews across the UK, Europe, and the US. Her story appeared in programs such as Extraordinary People, Extreme Aging, Hayley's Story, and 60 Minutes Australia. At 10, she was already a familiar name to many who followed her fight with remarkable strength and humor. Hayley published 2 books, Old Before My Time and Young at Heart, detailing her life, struggles, and hope for others. Through her fundraising efforts and collaborations, she helped raise global attention for progeria research before passing away in 2015. Number 5. Supatra Susuphan. Supatra Susuphan grew up in Bangkok, Thailand, with a condition so rare that fewer than 50 people in the world are known to have it. She was born with Ambras syndrome, a genetic disorder that causes thick hair to grow over most of her body, including her face, ears, and arms. As a child, her unusual appearance made her a target of teasing and isolation, but over time, she turned that difference into confidence. In 2010, Guinness World Records recognized her as the world's hairiest girl, a title that brought international attention to her story. With support from her loving family and classmates, Supatra learned to embrace her uniqueness and speak openly about her condition. She has since shared her journey through interviews and public appearances, using her platform to promote acceptance and self-love. Beyond the curiosity her appearance once sparked, she has become a symbol of pride, resilience, and individuality. Number 4. Lalit Patidar. In a small village in Madhya Pradesh, India, a boy named Lalit Patidar grew up looking unlike anyone else around him. His face and body are covered with dense hair from a rare condition called hypertrichosis, which affects only a handful of people worldwide. At first, his appearance drew curious stares and unkind comments, but Lalit learned to meet those reactions with confidence and humor. Over time, his resilience and charm turned what others saw as strange into something extraordinary. Recognized by Guinness World Records as the male with the hairiest face, about 95% covered, he proudly embraces the uniqueness that once set him apart. Beyond the record, Lalit uses his platform to share a message of acceptance and positivity, encouraging others to celebrate what makes them different. His story has made him a source of inspiration in his community, proving that self-worth comes not from fitting in, but from embracing one's true self. Number 3. Julia Pastrana. Julia Pastrana's life was as extraordinary as it was tragic. Born in 1834 in Sinaloa, Mexico, she was an indigenous woman with two rare genetic conditions, hypertrichosis terminalis, which covered her face and body with thick black hair, and gingival hyperplasia, which caused her lips and gums to enlarge. Her unusual appearance caught the attention of showmen who built myths around her origins, labeling her part animal and promoting her as the ape woman. Despite being treated as a curiosity, Julia captivated audiences with her grace, charm, and talent for singing and dancing. Managed by her husband, Theodore Lent, she toured across the United States and Europe, performing in grand halls and sideshows alike. In 1860, during a tour in Moscow, she gave birth to a son who shared her condition but survived only 3 days. Julia died 5 days later from complications. Her body was later preserved and displayed for decades, turning her into one of history's most haunting examples of human exploitation and misunderstood beauty. Number 2. Lydia Fairchild. When Lydia Fairchild applied for child support in 2002, she never imagined her life would turn into a genetic mystery. During the routine DNA testing, results confirmed that her former partner, Jamie Townsend, was the father of her children. But shockingly, the same tests claimed she wasn't their mother. Authorities accused her of fraud and even questioned the legitimacy of her previous births, threatening to take her children away. While pregnant with her third child, the court ordered witnesses to confirm the delivery and collect DNA samples immediately after birth. Yet again, the results denied her maternity. Desperate for answers, Lydia's attorney discovered a medical case involving Karen Keegan, a woman diagnosed with chimerism, a condition where two sets of DNA coexist in one body. Further testing revealed Lydia had the same condition. Her skin and hair carried one genetic profile, while her reproductive cells carried another. This revelation not only proved her innocence, but also made her case one of the most astonishing examples of human chimerism ever recorded. Number 1. Annie Jones. Crowds once lined up to see a woman whose confidence outshone every spotlight in the tent. Annie Jones wasn't just a performer. She was a symbol of courage in a world that judged people for being different. She grew up in Virginia and, by the time she was a baby, had already caught public attention because of her unusual facial hair, caused by a rare condition called hypertrichosis. Born in 1865, she joined P.T. Barnum's circus before she could even walk, billed as the infant Esau. As she got older, she became known everywhere as the bearded woman, performing across America and turning what others saw as strange into something powerful. Annie wasn't afraid to stand up for herself. She demanded fair treatment, spoke out against the word freak, and earned respect for her grace and talent. When she passed away in 1902, she left behind more than fame. She left proof that self-worth doesn't depend on appearance. The world is full of people who challenge what we think is possible, real individuals who turn their differences into something extraordinary. Their stories remind us that beauty, strength, and resilience come in many forms. If you were inspired by these incredible lives, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with someone who needs a reminder to embrace who they are, and subscribe for more stories that prove how unique the human spirit truly is. Thanks for watching, and stay curious.